Hello Pisces, welcome to your quickie reading. I'd like you to take some time to relax, clear your mind, close your eyes, pause the video, and really think about the person that you're looking to get information about. Really quiet your mind. Really picture them in your head. And when you're ready, please press play. I'm going to shift into warp speed, and I will see you on the other side. Hello Pisces, welcome to your Lost Love Quickie reading. To begin with, we do have the kiss. It says, magic happened when you kissed me. I know I am falling for you. I pray you will fall with me. Here we have the card of seduction, passion, and romance await. We do have the card of move on. Someone is unavailable. I don't believe it's over, and I'll tell you why. I do believe that you should move on temporarily, and you'll see why I don't think it's over. I think if you look at these cards, you can really guess what I'm thinking here, Pisces. But, you know, when I say someone, now the roles here can be reversed. So if I say someone, this could mean you, or it could mean them. All right, it'll just save a lot of confusion if I do it that way. So it looks like someone really fell pretty hard for someone else here. They felt that it was magical. They felt that the kisses were magical. They felt completely seduced. And this is a promise of seduction in the future as well, because it does say passion and romance await. So there is something in your future here, Pisces. And I do think the key to this move on card is for you to move on right now. In other words, don't create a toxic energy cord trying to hold on to something. You have to sort of release that and let it flow. And I glanced at your cards, obviously, and they just look like this person is going to return. And it does say 6 months from now. So you can't hold these cards to a clock, but within 6 months at the latest, you're going to hear from this person. But it also says, let go of it all for now. And that I agree with. Let go of the toxic energy cord that keeps you tied to this person, because I'm telling you, once you release it, it will draw them back. And I do think that their place is with you. Whoever's reading this is, their place is with you. They will come back with an offer here. They'll come back with a communication of some kind. And you can count on that within 6 months. And here you couldn't ask for nicer cards. You have the Two of Cups, which is absolutely beautiful love energy. Here you have an earth sign. This is the Queen of Pentacles. But on this side, there is someone that's being very strong. So there could be an earth sign involved in this situation, but regardless of what the astrology is, this is a person who might really be quite stubborn, to be honest with you. So someone here is quite stubborn. Someone here is looking in the wrong direction for happiness. They might be tending to something currently that honestly won't make them happy. And if they honestly just look to their left and look down, they will see that egg. And that egg is something they can tend to, and it is something that will be fertile for them, where this tree really isn't. So someone is tending to something that will not bear fruit. And I think that once someone realizes that, I do think they're going to experience a pull here. This keeps moving. It's crazy. See that? Okay. They will experience a pull. I think in order for them to experience this pull, you need to temporarily move on. Every card on this table indicates a return, including the bottom of this deck. You have the Ten of Cups. This is bliss. This is happiness. This is closing out a cycle with someone. You have somebody here that, isn't very open with their feelings. They keep their feelings to themselves. They keep it under wraps. They're very strong. At least they appear very strong in this reading. Somebody does think about someone else, and they do it quite often. They do it quite often. They are concentrating on something else. This could be their work. This could be them honestly working on another relationship. But we already saw how that is going to turn out for them. I really think they're going to get to a point, whether it is, if this is a job, I'm not saying the job is a bad thing or that it won't produce any forward momentum for them, but it's not going to make them happy. It's not going to give them what they thought it would. And it's the same for a relationship. It's just not for them. They're looking in the wrong direction here. And this is the sign of Pisces. Somebody's looking in the wrong direction, not understanding that those keys are right behind them. Someone is quite stubborn. Yes, this is the Queen of Swords. Quite stubborn energy is on the table here. You do have justice, and what I like about this side of justice, this would be, karmic, definitely like a karmic balancing of things, a Libran energy, but I like this side of justice because you have the transformation. Let me get that pointer. You have the butterfly of transformation. You have the sword of truth. You have these beautiful cups. This is the secret of justice, being very balanced. I think when this person returns to you, they will be balanced. Here's another Piscean card. And I love the Hanged Man again. I love the Hanged Man on this side because he's not alone. He's no longer by himself. There's other people there. There's at least one other person there. You and this person, the two of you, somebody, you guys might have had some explosive arguments in the past. This person will return to you. There's several signs. I think somebody is going to go introspective with what happened in the past, and they're going to see that flower, and that flower is hope. It's a blue rose. When I see roses, I see hope. I think that someone will get very introspective with their feelings. Someone will start to feel lonely and long for you. Again, someone is going to examine what happened. This is the Ten of Swords, but it's not like this side. This is an examination of exactly what occurred under the light of the eclipse. This person may be hanging on to something, but on this side of the card, somebody is looking out the window longing for something else. Again, not concentrating on what's exactly behind them with this Aries energy. And here you go. Here is an emotionally available, emotionally mature human being. Finally. And here is the passion from that seduction card. I see the seas calming here. Definitely calming between the two of you. At one time, it may have been a fire that was raging out of control. It might have made one or both of you feel very helpless in the wake of it. But again, someone's returning. This would be someone leaving. Someone is returning. This was a very hard-won victory. This would be a lot easier. This was learning a lesson the hard way. Somebody has been in a mental prison. Capricorn energy has entered the chat here, ladies and gentlemen, but I think somebody is going to reflect on the toxicity that might have emerged from this beautiful connection. And here we go. Here is, where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Here is the Queen's counterpart. So you have counterparts here on the table. One counterpart is very stubborn, refuses to look at things and see what they're supposed to see. The other person is very healthy and looks straight at them with truth. I do think this person will offer you a cup. I do think the two of you will be together again. Some Leo energy here on the table. It is strength. That infinity symbol means this isn't the first go around for you guys. The card of unfinished business. This is the Sun card. But on this side of the card, you have a wall between you and what you want. You may have other people interfering in this connection. At the very least, there's a blockage, at least now, currently. Somebody's going to alchemize this connection into something different from what it is. One of you may be very confused, but one of you isn't. One of you may be looking at the cups that are spilled and not see the way back with that bridge. Not see the two cups. Not see the two cups that are right behind him. This is usually the card of independence. On this side of the card, it is someone being watched by another. Here's Cancerian energy, someone is making their way towards someone else. There will be a reunion. I'm going to stop right here. The card of manifestation. Something being brought to you, something coming towards you. And even though I probably shouldn't, I'll go one more. The card of rebirth. Something died. Something is going to be reborn. Beautiful reading. Your job here, Pisces, is to let go of this for now. To move on from it temporarily. Release this manifestation to the universe. And let the universe do what it's supposed to do in this beautiful situation. This is the first reading I'm doing, and I'm really happy with these results. I know all of them won't be like this, and I really hope that everybody is happy with truth. I'll put it that way, because if I see something that really won't work out, I'd have to say it. But in this situation, I do think that within 6 months, you're going to see results. The key is to let go. Big hugs. Hello, Aquarius. Okay, so I want you to relax. Take a deep breath, exhale, and pause this video, clear your mind, and have a clear picture of the person you're inquiring about in your mind as I'm shuffling the cards. I will see you on the other side. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your Lost Love Quickie reading. I am going to say the word somebody a lot during this reading because it will be difficult for me to determine which party you are in this, but you will know immediately. So let's get started. It does look like, and I want you to know, this is my second reading doing this series, and your cards are they're not exact, but they're very similar to Pisces cards. So you might be involved with a Pisces, or you might have Pisces highly aspected in your chart. So here you have damaged heart. It says, when I finally see you, will I be able to fall? Please let me fall. Somebody was very damaged when somebody met someone else, or they might have been damaged from this connection. There is seduction here on the table. There might have been a seduction that went on in the past, but I can tell you one thing. There's going to be a seduction in the future, because it says passion and romance await. There is the intuition card here, Aquarius, and it says the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. This might be an indication of things that went on between the two of you, or it might be a reminder from the universe about red flags you might have ignored before. You do have sooner than expected in the summertime. And it does look like, at least for most of you, by the summertime, you will get another chance at this. The question is, will you take it? Should you take it? Should you go back to that which might have damaged you? Or should you go back to someone who is damaged? I know it can be hard. You have an earth sign here on the table. It doesn't have to be an earth sign per se, but it might be. But one of you is very stable. One of you is becoming very stable. One of you is definitely examining the past, trying to make heads or tails of this pain. On this side of the Three of Swords, it would be traditional. On this side, it's someone examining past pain. Perhaps finding some hope with that blue rose in the past pain. Somebody turned their back on this connection. These two cards came out together, and somebody walked away. Perhaps both of you walked away. Death ensued. Scorpio energy is now on the table. Something came to an end. Here you have somebody working on something. Somebody's busy doing other things. Busy with work. Busy with problems. Busy in general. Somebody's very busy. Some people stay busy so they don't have to think too much. There is someone that's facing their demons. Someone is exploring the past and trying to figure out what happened. Someone's truly being strong. Someone still carries a torch for the other. There might be an offer made in the future, as we can see here. But when I said, use your intuition and the red flags, we got this side of the page. What's behind him? There is something behind him. There's more to this offer than you know initially. We have the card of Gemini here on the table, and there's a choice that needs to be made. The Spirit is watching, Aquarius. What choice will you make? Somebody's in despair. Somebody was in despair. But the truth is, this is what it could have been. This is what it is. This is a perception. This is not reality. The perception is that someone has nothing, when in fact they still have their light, when in fact they still have this beautiful, warm castle, when in fact they are okay. Someone may have been looking in the wrong direction and really lost hope for this connection. Somebody really hurt somebody else. Somebody ended this connection with those swords. Somebody may have used a power position against someone else with this Aries energy in the relationship. We do have Leo energy here on the table as well. But someone decided to face the gallows. Someone decided not to alchemize, but to go introspective like the Hanged Man, to save their strength for another fight. Sagittarius. This relationship, this breakup, was extremely stressful. I'm really getting that someone was stressed out from the breakup, but someone also accomplished a lot for themselves after this relationship ended. There was someone who lied, someone who deceived. There was someone who may have been holding out on another, holding back information, holding back love, holding back money. They were holding back. This relationship, as much as it was a blessing, as much as people, one of you or both of you really wanted this, it really never saw the light it was supposed to see. It stayed in the dark. Somebody was not emotionally available. Somebody was tending to something very, very carefully, but that thing was dead. Aquarius has entered the story with the King of Swords. There is someone who thinks about the past, dreams about the past. And here is the King's counterpart. You have a couple who is not together. Many people consider the King and Queen of Swords the divorced couple in the tarot deck. But what's interesting here is that regardless of whether you believe they were together or not, they're not together now. One of them has turned into a piece of ice. One of them won't look at the other. But they are counterparts nonetheless. Under the light of the moon, under this Cancerian energy, things might be a little confusing. The moon is also a card of intuition. Use your intuition, Aquarius. Use your intuition to figure out if perhaps there was someone breadcrumbing you. Was this really an Ace of Cups? I mean a Ten of Cups, excuse me. Was this a Ten of Cups? We got this side of it. It's dark. Where is it? Here it is. Very dark cards for love. This never saw the light of day. There's something off about it. There's something turbulent about it. There is someone that does feel better than they thought they would feel on their own. There is someone that doesn't show their face. There is someone that may have been in a mental prison, but they're starting to see the light. There is someone who needed a break from this connection. There is someone here who is afraid to take one last stand. And there is another person who thinks of the other as their respite. This is Cancerian energy heading away. When someone left, they really believed it was over. But here is Aquarian energy again. And there's some healing with the Star card. There is a broken contract here. Broken agreement. Somebody feels there's still hope. Somebody may have missed the boat because they were concentrating on other things. Somebody may have left very quickly. Somebody believes that victory is still possible in this connection. Capricorn energy says the devil is looking the other way now. The toxicity is purged. Somebody wants stability now. But there is something coming towards somebody else. And this meeting is fated. This meeting is love. Somebody finally understands that they need to be on the boat. Is it too late? You do have choices now that they didn't see before someone. So Aquarius, it really looks like you have a choice. You're going to have a choice. By the summertime here, or before, you're going to have a choice as to what you will do with this situation. Somebody has been damaged. Somebody may have been damaged when the two of you came together. They may have been damaged already. You or them. But someone's certainly damaged now. There may be some sort of seduction. In fact, there will be. But what will you do? You may need to use your intuition. You may need to remember interesting reading, Aquarius. Very interesting. Please do tell me what the situation is about. I wish you all the love. Namaste. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your quickie lost love reading. In a minute, I'm going to shift into warp speed and lay out most of your cards. While I'm doing that, while I'm shuffling, I really want you to close your eyes and really think about the person in question. Picture them in your mind and release their image onto the screen. I will see you, Capricorn, on the other side. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your Lost Love Quickie reading. Let's get started right away. You do have breakthrough here. This is, by the way, if I can pick this up, that would be great. Second. This is the first time I'm using this particular deck. I'm finding it pretty interesting. You do have a breakthrough here. It says, I have realized what I never could see. A love so sweet standing next to me. There may have been someone, and I'm going to use the word someone a lot because it's going to be different for each of you, which side you come out on. But it looks like someone may have a breakthrough and come to the conclusion that they lost something valuable. It's called serendipity, right? Bright new prospects are on the horizon. They're going to have a moment, an epiphany. There may have been somebody else in this connection trying to drive a wedge in between the two of you. This is a fated relationship. This is fated. Now, because something's fated doesn't mean that it's destined to last forever. It just means that it was destined to come into your life. Unfortunately, I hate this card, but I understand why it's present in the deck. Spirit wants you to stop focusing on time frames. What's yours is going to return to you if that's indeed what's supposed to happen. Now, looking at this connection, there is a certain karmic tie here, and that's probably the word I was searching for here. In the Cycles card, somebody is going to come back with some sort of an offer. Somebody may be seeing the light. They may have been in a mental prison. They're starting to see with the breakthrough card and this card. Somebody may have walked away from a 10 of Cups towards something that is far from that. Somebody walked away to a situation that was like a lightning strike out of nowhere. They walked towards an Empress-like energy, and the Empress could be male or female. Somebody abundant, somebody attractive, somebody who's used to living a certain way. Somebody wanted justice for their loss. There is going to be a sword here of clarity that's brought to this person that left. If it hasn't already happened, somebody lied to someone else. Somebody did things that were very sneaky. Somebody decided to start off on a new path here. Aquarian energy as far as I'm concerned. There is someone that tried to fight for this connection. Someone broke a contract. Could be a marriage contract or a soul contract. Again, someone turned their back on this connection. Someone was not alone. This person, someone, returned to a different connection here, and fighting ensued. It became extremely stressful. I do think the connection was passionate, and I think it was based purely on passion. But somebody was hurt. And you count those swords, there are 3. Somebody was very hurt. Sexual in nature. But this connection is returning to you, Capricorn. Unfinished business cycle not over. This is something you may be happy about initially. Somebody is very stubborn. Now, is this you stubbornly hanging on to a person who may have hurt you? Or is this you stubbornly not returning to someone you love? Somebody spent some time being very stubborn in this connection. King of Swords is an Aquarian. Somebody may have been very confused. This is the Eclipse card. There may have been somebody, honestly, using magic, spell work in this connection against you. There is someone that's going to re-examine what happened. And there's another eclipse. This eclipse that just happened may have a huge bearing on this relationship. There is definitely something that's sneaky that was going on here. Somebody had it all and wanted more. Somebody decided to take their life into their own hands by guiding this wheel of fortune themselves and not being at the mercy of the gods. Somebody decided that somebody else was their respite. This was a difficult situation. Somebody felt victorious, but at the same time, it was very, very angry, dark, unlike this side. So they got what they wanted, but were they happy? Death came. Scorpio energy. Piscean energy. The truth is so close. But they're looking the other way. Somebody thinks about someone very often when they're alone. Someone may have given up and gotten tired. Someone decided to face the person, the demons, the problems head on. Leo energy. There is someone that's rising up again, but there's still a page. There is somebody coming in with an offer, but there's still a wall between you or them and their joy. There's a wall there, and there are other people blocking the entrance. Somebody only wants stability here. And this Virgo energy on this side of the card is someone seeking counsel outside themselves. Messages are going to come in. Somebody's going to return. But you're going to have to ask yourself, Capricorn, am I better off alone? What they're offering you is still not enough. Are they able to really work on this the way you deserve? Regardless, they're coming. You do have here Capricorn, this side of Capricorn. So you showed up in your own reading. Toxicity is gone. Would you tempt the devil to invite it back? Remember how it made you feel? Remember how long you had to wait for things that you deserved? This is my card of gaslighting and confusion. There is something else coming for you here, Capricorn. And so, with the Lovers, Gemini energy, you're going to have a choice to make. Is it going to be this new energy that's heading towards you? Or is it going to be this? Abundance. Choose wisely, Capricorn. Spirit does not tell us when, but this relationship that you're inquiring about is karmic in nature. Somebody's going to have a breakthrough and try to reach back into the past. Serendipity might bring you together again. But you have to ask yourself, is it good for me? Is it good for the path that I'm on now? Only you know the answer. I wish you well. We're going to be doing a manifestation quickie next week. Big hugs. Namaste. Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your Lost Love quickie reading. I am going to shift into warp speed, lay out some of your cards. While I'm doing that, I'd like you to close your eyes, really concentrate on the person that you're focusing on. Have a picture of them clear in your mind. This way the energy cords connect. I will see you on the other side. Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your quickie reading. Okay, let's get started right away. You do have the pawn here, and this card indicates, and you're going to notice I'm going to say the word somebody or someone a lot, because it will be difficult for me to determine which side of this you're on and they're on. I think that it's up to you to decide that. But it looks like somebody was played in this situation. I don't see any dark, awful cards here, at least so far. But at the very least, it looks like somebody was played. Somebody let other people get in the way of this connection by way of getting in their ear about it. It looks like somebody allowed other people to get in their ear about a relationship. There was someone that either felt like they were being played or they were actually being played. And this card is terrible. Part of me wants to take it out of the deck, but I think all these cards belong in the deck and they're here for a reason. So as far as timing goes, I'm sorry about that. There was a phone call, and you know what's interesting? The person calling me was a Sagittarius. Okay. So anyway, Spirit is telling you to release any attachment to timing. So if you're worried about timing, when they're going to contact you, if they're going, well, we're going to see if, but if you're worried about when, apparently you're supposed to release any attachment to timing here. There's Earth sign on the table. You might be dealing or thinking about an Earth sign here, like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You or the other person may have Earth highly aspected in their chart, or this may have happened during an Earth sign season. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, meaning the important parts of this relationship, including the ending, may have happened during, but Earth sign is on the table for a reason, for sure. And here we have another Earth sign. You have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is an extremely slow-moving knight, but as you can see, he differs from this side because he is making his way back. And I use the sexes only for the depictions on the card. It could be a he or a she. It looks like someone is going to make their way back, and they're going to take a very long time to do it. Somebody in this connection has examined things, faced their demons, and displayed a lot of strength, Leo energy, a lot of strength in doing so. This relationship could have come about very quickly, or it could have come about very passionately with this Ace of Wands. The passion could have been very explosive. Here is another earth sign. You have the King of Pentacles. There's a lot of earth in this reading, folks. So this earth sign in question, how do I put this? The King of Pentacles thinks of long-term abundance. The King of Pentacles on this side feels that his abundance is assured. So somebody in this connection might have felt that they are going to be abundant. It's on the table for a reason. Somebody in this connection was very hurt. You do have unfinished business between the two of you. A cycle did not close out properly. You have the Two of Cups here, and there's the Star. So this relationship could have been something that wasn't particularly public. I'm not saying it was secret. It could have been. For some of you, it could have been a secret relationship, a secret love. But for others of you, it's not that it's so much it was a secret. It's more that it was not broadcasted. It wasn't overdone on social media. It does look like there was a lot of love here. And here is more earth energy, okay? Here is the King's counterpart. Now, when I say King and Queen, feel free to flip these energies if the sexes don't match. But you have the King of Pentacles and you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles here looks to make herself abundant, looks to make herself she's worried about her long-term success. She's worried about her long-term abundance. Being stable is extremely important to her. Her counterpart is similar, but on this side, this king, like I said before, takes his future for granted. He feels he knows. She feels, well, I don't know, and I want to know. I want to make sure my future's okay. And he says, well, it will be. Simply because I exist, type thing. Again, I don't see any terrible people here on the table. You do have the sign of Sagittarius. One of you or both of you were trying to make this work. We're trying to heal things. I have to point towards the sign of Sagittarius that you yourself may have been trying to alchemize this situation. You may have been trying to change it from one thing into another. The two of you may not have seen things the same way as to life course, futures, life in general. You may have seen things very differently. One of you, and I do suspect it was the Sagittarius because this is your card, was trying to change the things to where it would fit that round peg into that square hole. There is someone who walked away from this connection, or somebody who was not emotionally available. I really do think that someone just pulled away. You do have the Empress here, and on this side of the Empress, there's hope. Somebody does hold out hope, even secretly. Someone holds out hope for this connection, even still. There is someone who is going to make their way back, and I saw that with the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody's slowly making their way back. Somebody had given up. Somebody may have been tired of fighting for this connection, and someone gave up. Someone was really filled with anxiety, depression for a long time about this particular breakup. A lot of anxiety here. You have here passion. Someone still holds a torch for the other, if not both of you. This card, This card can mean many things, but I'm really getting strongly that there is one of you, if not both of you, but definitely one of you who does believe in the law of attraction. And I'm really wondering, I'm going to keep these two cards out because I think it matters. I'm really wondering if it's this person just believing that there's a future simply because he believes the law of attraction. The universe will bring it to me, right? There was a lot of turbulence in this connection. One of you did not want to look at the turbulence. One of you became very clear. One of you saw a truth that the other didn't see. One of you is thinking about their future children, their work, their future. There may have been arguments about this. There is someone, and remember when I said there is someone that believes in the law of attraction, that the universe will bring you whatever? This would be more like, this is the universe. The universe is in charge on this wheel of fortune. We are, we simply get what the universe gives us. And on this side, there is someone that believes the opposite. There is someone that believes I make my own fortune. And I do think it's this queen. You have to get up and make your own fortune. On this side, it's, well, what's meant to happen will happen. Somebody was really concerned about their offspring, whether they have them or not. The future offspring, you see that shooting star? The wishes that someone had for their future offspring. I am going to put this on hold for a second so I can light 2 more candles. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Okay. So yeah, I think that I am going to split this up because I am seeing a picture of 2 people that are counterparts, but they have 2 different ways of thinking. There is someone that's been indoctrinated, and when I say that, I don't mean that in a bad way. The person who's been indoctrinated might be right. The person who hasn't been indoctrinated may be right. Both of you may be right. But there is definitely one of you, if not both of you, and I'll put this in the center here, who felt very strongly about something. There are things that they have a strong belief in, whether that be the law of attraction or whether that be preparing for your future. There was a judgment call made. That is Taurian energy, by the way, more earth energy. And here you have judgment. There was a judgment made. Somebody did take time to think about this. Somebody feels that they have all the tools they need to be successful. There may have been someone who lied. Now, when I see this, it's many times that the 7 of Swords can mean, really bad things. Deception, lies, cheating. I'm really thinking that this is more strategy. I think someone was trying to be strategic in white lies. Somebody did lie. Somebody did misrepresent themselves, perhaps. There is one person definitely still thinks about the other, but they don't tell anybody. Somebody still secretly waits for the other, even though they may not tell anybody. This passion that you felt between the 2 of you can be ignited again, as we see with that phoenix rising up with this Page of Wands. Piscean energy. Introspection. Someone did take time out to really think about this. Somebody realized there were too many problems, too many walls, too many blocks. Perhaps other people were involved. But all this joy was on the other side of that wall, and that wall may have appeared insurmountable at the time. This did throw someone into a feeling of sadness and depression. This threw somebody else a feeling of being trapped, not knowing what to do. It looks like there is love coming around again in a different form. This is a new energy. It could be a water sign, but when I see the King of Cups in a reading like this, I generally just see an emotionally mature, responsible, available person, male or female, that will come into your life if they haven't already. Somebody may realize that they were watering a dead plant. Somebody may realize also, if it's not that there's no point in hanging on to this. It's gone. What they want is gone. There's someone else who felt very cold after this parting. Here we go. We have two counterparts here on the table, and they are both facing forward. You have the Queen and the King of Cups. Two people that have met each other at the right moment. Two people that are on the same wavelength, that are emotionally available to each other, and they're both ready. Somebody is going to meet someone else. And Sagittarius, I really do think it's you in this reading. When that happens and this other person finds out, they will experience a tower moment. They will throw themselves into their work. They will slowly, with this Piscean energy, discover the truth. And they will see that this situation is gone from them. There is value here still. With this page, I really, I was going to say with this page, I see a message, but look, this is even more so. This would be you alone. This would be you alone. But unbeknownst to you, there's someone trying to send a message there in the background. See? More earth energy here. And cup energy here. I'm sorry, they're both earth. Perfect. Yeah, there is a lot of earth energy here. And you know, I do believe that this side of the Knight of Pentacles is very wet because of that person trying to capture the attention of this person. There is a lot of earth energy on the table, though, and here's more over here. But you are going to hear from this person again. But you are going to have a choice, or at the very least, you're going to be with a new person when that happens. You're going to be working on things outside of this. Here's the message again. You're going to be getting a message from this person. Virgo energy is now on the table. It's more earth energy, and this person is going to have a tower moment, and this person is also going to consult other people. And I do think part of the problem of this relationship, whether you realize it or not, is that other people were too involved. other people were giving this person perhaps bad advice. Not that they're bad people, but nobody should really be involved in your relationship. There should be two people, and that's it. This Virgo energy here, there are other people there. There's the egg, the valuable thing. They have their light. They are going to make their way back to you with this Cancerian energy. But it might be too late. You might already be on that ship. Yeah. They're going to send a message. You've gotten 3 pages. Excuse me, I think 4. Yeah, you've gotten 4. So here's your Page of Cups. Here is your offer of love. It might not be enough because you already have a king that you feel passionate about. Like I said, that could be male or female. Somebody that you really like. Somebody that can provide a future for you. That perhaps has the same type of dreams. Here we go. Somebody that's more synchronized to you, to your values. There's going to be somebody who feels like they have lost. There's going to be somebody who feels wounded. There's going to be someone who feels a 10 of Swords moment. There's going to be someone who gets what they need, gets what they want, gets their rainbow. And here, I normally don't pick out, but I have in a couple of times in this reading, Sagittarius, here you are starting off on a new path. Something that you have asked for. And guess what? You're not alone. On this side you would be. You'd be starting out fresh alone. Both sides are great. But on this side you have somebody loyal next to you. Gemini energy, a choice will be made. King of Swords, you're standing your ground. And I should really have stopped pulling, but it's an interesting story. Somebody is going to see what they lost. Somebody is going to be in torment. Somebody will have a difficult life. I mean, I shouldn't say that. This is this card of victory, but if you notice, it's not easy. Someone's going to have a good life, but it's not going to be easy. The path they choose isn't going to be easy, and no matter what, they will always look out the window or think about what they have lost, no matter how much they have gained. Somebody is going to be moving on. More earth energy here. Someone's going to be moving on. I'm going to just pull. Don't tell any of the other signs, please. Yeah, balance. Usually on this card you see the scales. The scales are balancing out. There is going to be healing. Aquarian energy. You are going to, on this side you would be waiting for something. And on this side you have it. You have it, Sagittarius. For sure, you have all the tools you need. And you're going to come to the realization that you have everything you need. Someone is going to feel the strike. Someone's going to understand that they need to withdraw, that they can't move forward with you. And there's the scales once more. You're going to get your justice. Whatever that means to you. Whatever that means to you, Libran energy. Whatever that means to you, this could be the justice of going through so many bad things that you finally become happy. Or the justice that someone finally realizes what they lost. There is someone that is going to take one last stand. Capricorn energy here. The toxicity is gone. This relationship didn't seem particularly toxic, but the ending seemed to be not completely honest. You have it in you, Sagittarius, to try one more time. This is someone who's taking one last stand, one more time. And I think that you are having, so to answer your question, yes, this person is slowly making their way back. At some point, they will come back with an offer or a text or, I mean, you got all the pages, so I think it's going to be a mixture of a lot of things, but you're going to get messaged. This person is going to find out. And if this person isn't in your life now, they will be. They're going to see that there's someone new in your life. Perhaps this is what prompts them from the shadows. I don't know. But it's not going to be pleasant for them once they do that. I think that they have been kidding themselves about how they feel about you. They are going to get a harsh lesson. They don't seem like a bad person, but they seem like they handled certain things with immaturity. I wish you all the luck. I will see you next time in your manifestation quickie. Big hugs. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your Lost Love quickie reading. I am going to shift into warp speed in a minute, and I am going to lay out some of your cards anyway. While I'm doing that and you're hearing the shuffling, I want you to picture very clearly in your mind the person that you're inquiring about. Picture the way they look, the way they made you feel, the way the relationship ended, the way it began. Picture all these things as I'm shuffling, and I will see you on the other side. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. Okay, so let's get started here. You're going to hear me use the words somebody and someone a lot, and it's up to you to decide who that someone is. It's going to be different for all of you, okay? What's interesting here right off the bat is that you have the Death card that came out twice, here and here. Obviously, that is the card for Scorpio, and it's also the card for endings, so let's get started here. You do have, obviously, death, and it says, the story has been told, the lessons have been learned. I release you from me, never to return. And then there is fire, and it says, reckless actions lead to conflict. So there might be someone here who has accepted the fact that this is over. And there may have been someone who was extremely reckless. Could have been a fire sign, but it doesn't have to be. There was someone that was reckless with this relationship. The two of you were very intimate on every level, right? Someone who reminisces about what you had. Summertime is key here. So this could have happened. This could have been a summertime romance. It could have broken up over the summer. Or, depending on what the rest of the cards say, there could be a reemergence of this person this summer. So, let's move on with your reading here. Obviously, you have the card of Scorpio here, representing the end, something, closing out a cycle. Somebody walking away from a situation. Could have been an earth sign. We have earth and fire definitely here on the table. Somebody was in torment over this situation, but the person that was upset, the person that was in torment, this person still had their light through this whole thing. They kept their light. Someone decided to hold back. Someone held back their feelings about this. There is a sort of truth that someone will come in to know. Some clarity. Somebody will realize with the star card on this side, Aquarian energy, that perhaps this person isn't what they thought they were. Perhaps this person is simply a figment of their wants and wishes. That rose does give us hope, but hope for what? Is it hope for this relationship, or is it hope for something new? It looks like this person does return with their, pages are many times messengers, right? And the Page of Cups is messenger of love. But on this side, it's the page, but behind him, there is something here. Something that you don't see from the front. So what does this offer? What is this offer? And here's more roses. You have the Empress, but on this side, the Empress looks towards her future. The Empress, he or she, looks towards their abundance. Behind this Empress, she is holding out hope. Hope that maybe many people don't know about. There may be hope under layers and layers of other stuff. Here is a passionate, here's another page. The passion is evident. The love may be something different from what someone thinks it is, though. Someone feels that if they work hard enough, they will attain victory. Someone feels that victory is what's important rather than how you get to the victory, even if it's hard won. Even if there's casualties. There is someone here who sees light for the first time in perhaps a long time. They may have been in this energy for quite some time, but now they're starting to see light. They're starting to work on themselves again. There is someone in this connection that is very combative. Perhaps competitive even. There is someone who still carries a lot of passion for the other, if not both of you. There is someone who is finding peace somehow. And here it is, this card again. Someone is finding peace. Someone may be finding love. I have this feeling, this love, it may be now, but I really think it's in the future. This love comes at a time when someone leaves. Someone leaves. Someone else comes in. This new relationship brings joy. Takes away the pain from this. From someone walking away. You have Virgo, by the way, this is Leo energy. You have Virgo energy here on the table. And on this side of the Hermit, what did I say? Where is it? This person still has their light. There's the light. Someone walks away and goes to something better. Goes towards their Ten of Cups. Goes towards their Ace of Cups. Goes towards commitment, Taurian energy. Something of value is here. Something that's going to make someone happy. Someone thinks about the other in this reading when they're alone. There's Piscean energy on the table. Someone knows. Someone has examined the situation and they know the truth. They may have been gaslit. This is my sign of someone who has been gaslit, confused. Someone may spend a lot of time on social media. And there is somebody else here who likes to keep things more private. There is a stubborn energy here on the table within this connection. And there is an introspective energy here. We saw that in the Hermit card, and it's furthermore in this Ten of Swords. This would be traditional. This is someone who, with the light of the eclipse, is examining what happened. And with that High Priestess, I really think they're going to get the answers. Someone was reckless. There is toxic energy here between the two of you. There's also passion. When you were together, it might have felt like you were chained to one another. You might have had invisible cords, Capricorn energy. There is someone who's heading towards abundance without the person in question. Yes, abundance without the person in question. Stability. They're headed towards stability. Headed out alone. There is someone on the other side of this who feels like there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do to stop what's happening. There is someone who lied. There is someone who's not seeing what's plainly right behind them. But there is someone that's going to be experiencing love, and the other. Here's more eclipse energy. But whoever's doing this introspective moon energy has the power in their hand, and they know it. So, yeah, somebody's going to see that they were tending to something that never gave them any fruit and brought them pain. And here we go. I should stop here because I tend to get pull happy. But someone's heading into a really good, oh wow, look at that. Someone's heading into a beautiful time here. And closing out a cycle. Heading to something new. But I have to tell you, if this is you heading towards a new cycle, Scorpio, and I do think it is, for most of you it is, there is going to be someone who does rear their head again here in the summer. I do think that's going to happen. I think they're going to reach out to you, and it's going to be up to you to make this decision. And I have to tell you, I pulled a lot of cards, and I don't see this being a tough decision for you. I think that you're going to make the right decision, and I think you're doing it from a place of stability. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you understand what you had, but you also understand some of the things that happened. You may have understood that someone was reckless. But I see them coming back. I see them trying. And I see you starting a new connection with someone else. I wish you all the luck. Big hug, Scorpio. I will see you for the manifestation quickie next week. Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading. I am going to shift into warp speed, lay out some of your cards, and while I'm doing that and you're listening to the shuffling, I'd like you to stay for that, only because I'd like you to close your eyes and really picture the person you're trying to connect with. Picture their face, picture the way things were between the two of you, picture the way things parted between the two of you. Just really picture it, and I will see you, Libra, on the other side. Hello, Libra. Welcome to your Lost Love Quickie reading. Okay, you're going to hear me say someone or one of you, because you have to sort of decide which side of the equation you fall on. If for each of you, it's going to be different. So let's get started. I see courage here on the table. It says, I rise from the ashes and I take what is mine. I hunt, I pursue, I win. Looks like someone's going to have the courage to do something here. And it says a close friend acts on your behalf. Someone has a friend in their ear in this situation. I think someone is pushing someone forward. It does say it is coming for you here, Libra. There is someone coming for you. Spirit would like you to use your intuition. It does speak on red flags a little bit. There may have been red flags in this relationship at one time that you ignored. There may be red flags that you see now when they return. I honestly don't see any huge warnings so far other than that. But I do think this card speaks more than red flags. And for this particular reading, I think Spirit is trying to tell you to use your intuition. Somebody does have friends in their ear here. And this maybe it's you. Maybe you have friends that are in your ear for better or for worse. It does look like someone is going to have the courage to come forward, though. Someone is definitely understanding that they are in control and that it's not it is not the universe at large in the situation. Somebody realizes that it is they who need to take action. You may be dealing with a fixed sign. They will come forward with a message, and it will be a message of value somehow. Somebody did walk away, and they walked away. It could have been an earth sign. Could have been a Taurus, for some of you anyway. Could have been a Leo for some of you. Somebody did walk away. I don't think they walked away. I don't think they woke up one day and walked away. I think that it took a lot for them to walk away. You do have here the Empress, and on this side of the Empress, there is hope there with flowers, with the roses. Every time I see roses, I think of hope. Somebody may have been extremely confused. Somebody may have been, I keep going back to this friendship card. I do think that somebody was in somebody's ear, whether it's a friend or a family member. I think other people were involved in this situation, and it made somebody a little confused. The Lovers here with Gemini energy on the table. I do think that a decision was made. I do think someone's going to realize that that wasn't the only decision. I'm getting that someone felt like there was no other choice but to walk away. I do think that someone understands, or is beginning to understand here, that there was more than one choice. Somebody is extremely love proficient. Somebody is extremely capable, willing, and available for love. This is emotional maturity. There is somebody else, though, that comes with an offer, but that offer is cloaked and seek. There is something about this offer. It's cloaked, and there is something behind the offer that is not quite apparent when it's made. It's a love offer, but there's something attached to this love offer. There is an offer of passion. The passion is clear. Somebody looks at this relationship like there is value here. There is value. There is room for abundance. Here we go. Somebody is in charge of their own destiny. Somebody's going to exercise their ability to be in charge of their own destiny. Whatever it is that happened in this relationship did not demolish it. It did not close out a cycle. It was simply a lightning strike. Somebody wants to start on a new path. That is someone's wish with the shooting star. Not to be alone on this path. You have Aquarian energy here on the table. I do look at the Fool like it is Aquarian energy. I know some people say it is Aries, but in my opinion, it's always been Aquarius. Here's Aquarius energy again. Somebody is questioning if what they saw in the other is real. Was it ever real? Is there hope with that rose? These are questions someone is asking themselves. Libran energy has showed up, and all you want, and I'm saying you, Libra, because this is your card, all you really want is balance and fairness. Somebody's going to take one last stand here. It's coming for you, Libra. Someone's going to take one last stand. Someone's going to share their truth. Leo energy is here now. Someone's going to have the strength to share their truth in this situation. Here's another card of return. The Six of Swords. Returning. This would be leaving. Somebody's going to use their judgment. Somebody's being called. Somebody is being called. More fixed energy. You have more earth energy here. You have a lot of earth energy here. A lot of Taurian energy. A lot of Aquarian energy. A lot of Leo energy. That's all fixed signs. You have here, obviously, Taurus energy on the table here. With the King of Pentacles. Somebody wants stability. Somebody wants to hang on to something. This is the card of holding on. Somebody would like a rebirth. This is the Scorpion energy, by the way. There is one of you that are waiting for the other. Cancerian energy coming towards you. You have a lot of cards of inward motion. Synchronicity. I think maybe you're both on the same page here. And if you're not, you will be. Somebody feels that this is going to be hard work, but that the hard work will be worth it. Somebody's going to examine past hurts to get to the bottom of what exactly happened. And with that flower, there is hope. Somebody may feel that they have been alone, but there has been someone in the distance watching them, keeping tabs on them. I'm not going to say stalking. Definitely watching, though. Checking on somebody else. There is someone that may have missed the boat the first time. But they don't want to miss it this time. The Queen of Cups promises love. The Sun card, Leo energy. On this side it promises problems. There's a wall between you and your joy. But it's not insurmountable. And as you can see, there's people on the wall. So I do believe with this friend card, a few other things in this card, that there are other people involved in this. Other people influencing this, especially in the past. But an offer is going to be made nonetheless. Somebody might be seeing the light. There's somebody that may have been in a very bad depression, anxiety, that they're seeing the light now, or they will be. Virgo energy, more earth energy here on the table. There is someone that holds a light for you. Maybe it's you holding a light for someone else. There is an egg, and that egg represents fertility. I'm going to stop right here. You have Taurian energy, and this Taurian energy represents commitment. Something's coming for you. Are you ready for it, Libra? You know, I am going to pull... I'm going backwards. I've done Pisces to Libra, and this is the first time I'm doing what you're about to see in this series anyway. So I think I'm going to pull a couple of cards for you. Yeah. Show me for Libra, please. Show me for Libra with this lost love. Look at this, Libra. Reconciliation. Reconciliation. Okay. I wish that timing card was more like, I wish it said July or August or December or something, but it just says it's coming for you. And if there's no month or date or something on there, then you're not meant to know. But there is reconciliation here on the table. And there, it says snip, snip, the scissors. Somebody did snip this connection. Somebody was disappointed in this. But I'm telling you right now, Libra, the reason this broke off, the reason you had problems, I'm sure there were problems in general, but I think the problem that you might not have known about is that other people were involved in this connection, causing issues. And sometimes people don't even mean to cause issues. They just they shouldn't be involved at all, really. And when people offer their honest opinion, sometimes that's just wrong. Sometimes they're incorrect. Bottom line is, there's a reconciliation. I've seen it over and over in this reading. I really do wish you all the best. And I will see you next time. We're doing a manifestation reading next week. Namaste. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your Lost Love reading. In a minute, I am going to shift into warp speed. And for this reading, I'd like you to hang around for that. As you hear the cards shuffle, I'd like you to close your eyes, concentrate on the lost love that you are inquiring about. Picture their face. Picture the time you were together, how you met. Picture how things ended. And as you're connecting to the reading, I'll be shuffling. I will see you on the other side. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your quickie reading. Interesting. Let's get started. Just so you know, next week we're going to be doing a manifestation quickie reading to see where your manifestation is at when it's coming. Anyway, let's get started with this one. It's very interesting here. Very hot. You have pleasure. It says, I crave you, I taste you, I feel you, I will give you ecstasy. And then, of course, you have the seduction card. Passion and romance await. Very hot stuff here. Now, interestingly enough, you have pulled the Around May card. We are in May, obviously, and something may happen this month here with your lost love. Somebody might be messing around with magic. I am not here to judge. I myself do spell work, so the only reason I am sort of throwing it in there as a warning in case it is not you. Now you're going to hear me say someone, somebody. That's because I'm not sure which energy I'm picking up on. I'll be picking up on two energies, and it's up to you to decipher which side you're on, because it's going to be different for all of you. But it looks like somebody is definitely messing around with magic. Now, it's either that or you or someone, and this obviously could be very true as well. Somebody could have fallen under someone's spell, so to speak, their seductive spell. Somebody finds another person irresistible. Now, if it's magic or something like that, it'll come out in the reading. But I just wanted to throw that out there. Here we have somebody. Now, somebody in this relationship could have felt like they were being breadcrumbed, like things weren't balanced. Somebody felt, there's somebody in this relationship that felt like they wanted more. There is somebody that felt that they had options. Somebody definitely got hurt with the Three of Swords. Absolutely. Somebody felt tossed away. Somebody felt abandoned. Maybe somebody was blocked. Somebody definitely moved away from this energy. They moved away. Somebody was full of anxiety in a mental prison. Maybe trouble sleeping. Definitely depression. We have the Joy card here, and the Joy card is obviously indicative of Leo. But what's interesting is you also have Judgment. And this could be Leo energy too, in my opinion. Judgment card is all fixed signs. Leo is a fixed sign. But more than that, it's almost like Judgment Day, being called, happiness, being called. 2 major arcana. This looks like somebody's summoning someone. I mean, we'll keep pulling, but this might, I'm going to put these aside, this might mean spell work of some kind. Mental prison. Yeah, look, somebody going. They don't look like they're going. They look like they're floating. Somebody being summoned. Somebody taming something else. Leo energy again. Something's being tamed. Here we have Virgo energy. Somebody definitely still kept the light on for somebody else. Somebody in their most quiet moments still thought about that egg that they used to nurture. Virgo energy. Somebody definitely, and being that this is your reading, Virgo, I would have to say this is you. Going introspective. Keeping that light on for someone, even if nobody knows it. Here's somebody comes in with some sort of an offer. There's an offer made. A rebirth here is on the table. I'm going to put this rebirth card over here because I think, oh look, the Magician. So Virgo, are you the one that's doing this spell work? Or is it the other person? Because it looks love in nature. It looks like love spell work. It looks like it might be somebody. And listen, it doesn't look, so far, it really doesn't look negative, right? But it does look like someone is missing someone else so much, and the pull is so strong, and their desire to be back in that situation is so strong that they may have been, something's coming towards somebody. There is something, it could be energy coming towards somebody. Somebody wants to heal this connection. Aquarian energy is now on the table. Gemini energy being called again to make a decision. Somebody's being called to make a decision. And here is the Queen of Cups counterpart, the King of Cups. Somebody thinks somebody is their counterpart, that somebody belongs with them. Somebody looks like they're summoning something here. This could be a simple love spell. But there's energy being thrown. And this is not closing out. The cycle isn't closing out. There's unfinished business here. Somebody may feel trapped in this energy of desire, this energy of wanting, this energy of needing. Somebody being sneaky. Little bit. Somebody wants victory. Somebody wants to win. Somebody wants to be in control. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is where karma is in control, or the universe, or spirit. This side, the Magician, is in control. Where is my Magician? Oh, right here. Magician is in control. The Magician is in control. He who has the tools to cast spells, love spells. Somebody's waiting. Somebody's waiting for something or someone. Somebody watching someone. This would be the side of the card that we're used to seeing, right? Look at this side of the card. You see how it's dark? The moon's out. The moon is sort of mystical. And then all the way in the background, what do we see? Someone trying to send a message. Someone watching. I don't think she's aware someone's watching her. And, you know, my readings are sexless, so that she could be a he. There is some toxic Capricorn energy on the table. Now, that said, this could just be serious passion. We pulled a lot of passion cards. This connection had a lot of passion, a lot of fire, a lot of heat, a lot of lust. And that, my friend, is what the devil's all about. I'm probably going to stop here. I think I have all the proof I need. Between the Alchemist and the Magician, I think that we can, and that spell card, I think we can safely assume here that someone has been messing around with energy. Sagittarius, by the way. I do think someone's been messing around with energy. I do not think it's evil. I do not think it's bad. I know people will say, oh, it's, you know, screwing up someone's free will. I'm not here to judge anybody, period, end of story. And when I say I don't think it's that bad, I don't think someone is summoning demons in their living room to do their bidding. I do think it's love spells, though, or something like that. Here you do have the card of the Page of Wands, incoming passion. Going back to the beginning of the reading, you, my friend, have been witched. It's either that or you're witching someone else. And you can expect results around May. This month. Man, I wish I knew whose reading this was, because this is kind of like one of those books you don't want to put down, right? You want to know the ending. Very hot energy here. I did this for Libra. I'm going to do this for you too. Should give me one. Just give me one for Virgo. Give me one card for Virgo. Unsuccessful plans. I don't see it as unsuccessful here. What we have here is a knot. Binding. This might be a binding spell. For sure, this might be a binding spell. So what does a knot do? A knot definitely binds two things together. There's a knot here. Somebody is creating spell work by using knots. There are plenty of spells out there, by the way, in which you would utilize knots in the spiritual workings. Interesting. Fascinating reading. Me being a little nosy, I would love to keep pulling, but I know that I'll probably get yelled at if I do that, so I'm not going to do it. If this is your reading, please do let me know. Big hugs, Virgo. Hello, Leo. My name is Nigel, and you have found Alchemy. Today we are doing Lost Love Quickies. In a minute, I'm going to shift into warp speed, lay out some of your cards. While I'm shuffling, I'd like you to stick around this time and just sort of formulate something in your mind that brings to mind a time when you were with the person in question. Picture their face, picture how you met, picture how it was when you were together, picture how it was when you parted. Do that concentrating as you're hearing me shuffle, and then when you hear me begin to speak, you know your reading has begun. I will see you on the other side. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your quickie reading. So let's see. I just want to add that we're doing a strictly manifestation reading next week. So whether you're trying to manifest money, it's my dog, sorry, money or a job or whatever it is, whatever you're trying to manifest, we'll do manifestation timing and everything. So anyway, yeah, this card always does remind me of Leo. I know it's courage. I rise from the ashes and I take what's mine. I hunt, I pursue, I win. Yeah, that's to me, along with this fire card, that denotes all the Leo attributes. You also have a yes card here, Leo, along with the month of February. February could be a month that somebody was born in, or it could be the month that this is coming back around to you. But it looks like you're definitely going to have a second chance at this. It doesn't, it does say luck is on your side. But let's get into the actual story here. You do have, there might have been someone in, all right, so I'm going to say the word someone, somebody a lot. It's up to you to decide what part of the equation you fit into and what part of the equation your loved one fits into. Here you have somebody felt that they were breadcrumbed. Somebody felt that they were getting only part of what they needed in this relationship. There is somebody going to come back around with an offer here. It's funny how so many signs have pulled this card, and it's just such an obvious offer, right? Somebody might come around with an offer, and there is somebody, and this is a fire sign, the King of Wands, who is looking the other way. Someone's not expecting this. Somebody is not and yes, it might be a water sign, but the truth is I do see this as an offer more than I see the astrology of the card. This fire sign is looking the other way, not expecting it, not expecting this at all. Here you have, this might have ended in a very negative way with the Ten of Swords here. Somebody might have stabbed somebody else in the back. Certainly someone was hurt. And this as a 10 definitely put an end to a cycle here. You do have the card of Aquarius. And it's so interesting, Leo, no matter what reading I do for you, this card seems to come out for you. And this is the card of Aquarius. So February, Aquarius. For some of you, that might be very true. You might be dealing with an Aquarius. But for others of you that aren't, these cards came out together, and the star is a card of healing for sure. And it's almost like this person wants to come back and heal this connection. And, you know, I haven't done this for any other reading, because I'm very strictly trying to say somebody, someone, but it seems pretty clear to me that you're the one they're coming back to. It seems like you aren't expecting this. It seems like somebody wants to heal the connection. Now, whether they want to heal it to come back, or whether they want to heal it to have closure, or whether they just want to say they're sorry about some certain things that have happened. There is a lot of fire energy here on the table. You have, as we dig into this, you have the card of Gemini. And on this side of the card, this is you know, the Lovers is definitely a choice, so you will have a choice. But on this side, okay, this is a choice that is divinely orchestrated, right? This is a choice that in the end you are going to have to make by yourself. This is a choice you're going to have as to what to do. You may be concentrating on other things here, Leo. And, you know, this is so far, and I'm almost done with this series, the only time I'm actually going to address you, because I really do think this is you being sought out. So I do think you have other things on your mind. You know, with the Ten of Pentacles, you may be thinking about your future. You may be thinking about a future with someone else. You may be thinking about your job, your money situation. You're not expecting this. You're thinking about something entirely different. Here is the eclipse card, right? And it is the moon is a very confusing card, but on this side of the card, it's even more so. The only thing I can tell you about this is that this person does have the power in their hand, right? So as confusing as this might be, you have the power to either go ahead or not go ahead. This card is the card of happily ever after, and it's almost as if, Leo, you might be engaged with something else, someone else. You might be in a relationship right now. You might be in a relationship when this happens. If this indeed does happen next year in February, and you are single right now, you might be in a committed relationship by the time this happens. And like I said, some of you may be committed already. But it looks like you're in a committed relationship and you're going to stand your ground. And that's more Aquarian energy right there. So there is Capricorn energy on the table, but the negative aspects of this card, where two people are enslaved, so in this toxic sort of dance, is very much gone on this side. So you may feel like you let this go a long time ago. For sure. You may be thinking strictly of your future now. And here we go. This is the card of being by yourself. I mean, when you left this connection, I think that you just sort of wanted to be by yourself. This is also a card of, being independently abundant. So like I said at the beginning of the reading, you might be concentrating strictly on your abundance. And when this comes round again, you might struggle with it a little bit. Other people might get involved in this situation. There are times when someone, whether it's you or them, thinks about the other. And when this happens, this person is alone. So I'm not sure this person, whether it's you or them, shares these thoughts with other people. Here is the card of Leo on the table. And with the Courage card and the Fire card and this card, Leo, I do think you're going to be strong for this. And when you look at this infinity symbol, this is almost like this. And see, I just glanced at that. This is like almost fated. It's almost like you need to do this. Some people are fated to come back into our life to have closure. Some people are fated to come into our life for a period of time. For some reason, this situation seems karmic in nature with the Wheel of Fortune here. There's something or someone else at the helm here. And even the alchemists, the Sagittarian energy, we got on this side, and there's the lion, right? There's Leo facing the gallows. And when I say facing the gallows, it's sort of facing, being reflective about this. I do believe that by the time this comes around again, Leo, you're going to look at it like it's dead already. The Scorpio energy here, you're going to look at it like, well, this is dead and gone. Yeah, see, look, you turning your back on the situation. And even in this picture, this is a dead situation, right? And the person over here has something next to him that isn't dead. So it really does look like you're in a situation when this comes around again. You're totally either in a committed relationship, or you're so focused on your work that you really don't have the head for this. But you do have the Queen of Wands here. You could be dealing with another fire sign, but something is coming towards you. I mean, you have the Chariot here. Cancerian energy is on the table, but you have Virgo. Wow, you have a lot of major arcana. So you have something moving towards you pretty quickly, and then you have Virgo energy here. And what I like about this side of the Hermit is he's not alone, right? So whatever you're doing when this happens, you're not alone. And you have the moon there, which is a feminine figure. Very interesting. And here you have the Leo card again. You have, the sun, and the sun is a very happy card, right? But on this side of on this side of the card, you see a wall, right? And there is a block on this situation. Something blocks you, and I do think that for many of you, it's going to be another relationship. There is going to be a truth that you're going to have to look at. You understand that this situation isn't for you anymore. You break free of it. There is going to be someone that takes a final stand here nonetheless. But I do believe you're closing out a cycle with the World card here. And this is fixed energy, you know, and Leo is fixed energy. So you have the Queen of Swords, the King's counterpart. We did pull the King of Swords before, and this is a divorced couple. And not to say that you were married, but certainly you were together. You could have been married for sure, but this is the divorced couple of the tarot. I do think that there is going to be inspiration here. You're going to get inspired to do the right thing there. And you have Piscean energy. Yeah, you're going to know. When this happens, you're going to know. This is a yes, and so far, you're the only sign that pulled yes. That other signs pulled different things, but there were no yes, no, like black and white answers like that. And this is definitely going to come around again here. You have, see, you're looking in the other direction. You're looking, especially as the King of Pentacles, you're looking in the other direction towards abundance in the other direction. You do have something behind you there. And this may be something you think about. Yeah, I mean, this may have caused you pain in the past, but you see, this isn't fresh pain. This is pain in the past. You have balance coming into your life with this Libran energy. Maybe you have justice. Maybe this is sort of a karmic reward for you to have some closure with this situation. Yeah, you do have the Empress, so there is somebody coming toward you with hope there with that. Definitely somebody somebody's looking to reignite something with you, Leo. But I don't think you're going to stick around for it. I think you're going to have better things to do. You are going to have better things to do. There is someone, like if this side of the card came out, I would say somebody still carries a torch for somebody else, but this is, and you see that this fire sign is coming towards us, but on this side of the card, he's going the other way. There is something coming towards you, but there is something, you are moving in the other direction. This, see, this is karmic in nature. This is karmic in nature. This is, maybe it's a test. Could be a test. Yeah. Wait, where is it? Let me see something. I hate doing this, but it just occurred to me. If I could find it, it'd be great. Yeah, I can't find it. It's buried in here somewhere. I don't want to wreck this whole thing, but there was a Queen of Cups that was still longing for her king. But if you see this, the king is facing the other way. So, you know, ignore the sexes here. There is one party that wants a reunion and the other party that is sort of being strong and saying, no, I really think it's you. You are working on something else. You're seeing value in something else. You have someone else. And the ship has sailed for this situation. And you may not feel that way now. Maybe you do. Some of you may not feel that way now. Some of you may be hanging on to this. But I have to tell you, by the time this comes around again, you're going to be set. You're going to be clear about it. You're going to be on another path. And the dog tells us here, you're not going to be alone on this other path. You're going to be on, Emperor energy. Aries energy, you're going to already have something. See how he's holding something in his hand? You're already going to have something when this comes around again. You're going to be working on something else. Yeah, look. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, why? I could have sworn this came out before, but I was thinking about the Knight of Cups. This is so strange. I just said, here is one party coming in with a cup, and here's the other party. The counterpart saying no. I do think that you are looking at this like it's not your problem anymore. You're working on something else with someone else. You're achieving victory with someone else. You're finding value in this. Yeah, so to answer your question, Yes, it looks like you're going to have another chance at this. And I don't see any great warnings here. It's not like I think this person coming back is just a toxic, awful person, but I think that by the time they come around, you're going to be happy working on something else. You might already be happy working on something else. So, yeah, that's it. I am going to pull one more card for you. This was a pretty straightforward reading. Not all of them are like that. Trust me, some of them are just so involved. Give me one for Leo, please. Just one. Just give me one. You have Ram, a stubborn and aggressive person. You might be dealing with an Aries for sure. You might be dealing with someone who is stubborn, or honestly, you might be the stubborn person. I don't think you're aggressive. I think that the Rams can be stubborn. You could have Aries highly aspected in your chart, but I have never met a Leo that wasn't a little bit stubborn. And you might be stubbornly holding on to something that you've attained, something that you've grown, something that you're working on, something that you're finding victory with, and you're not letting that go. That's what I see. And I think as long as you're happy, that's great. And I see happiness here for you, Leo. So if you're pining away for someone, just know that it's their loss. And by the time they come back and realize it, you're going to be someone else's gain. Big hugs, Leo. Namaste. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your quickie reading. My name is Nigel, and you have found Alchemy. This is going to be a lost love reading. This is for someone that you are thinking about that you've lost in the past. You're wondering if they're going to come back around, if you'll have another chance at it, if there's any kind of future. So in a second, I'm going to shift into warp speed. I'm going to shuffle and lay out some of your cards. Some of them I'm going to do in real time. But I want you to stick around this time. So as you hear me shuffling the cards, I want you to close your eyes and really think about the person you're trying to connect with. Picture their face, picture the way they looked, picture the way you interacted with them, how you parted, how you met. And then by the time you formulate all this in your head, that warp speed will be over. And when you hear me begin to speak, you know to open your eyes. So I will see you on the other side. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your quickie reading. Okay, so let's get started. You have pulled the Bloom card, and it says, our love is pure and will forever grow. Through the hard times, through the dark times, our love will emerge stronger. With the Bloom card, you have the winds of change. Your surroundings will undergo transition. There is somebody. And when I say somebody, it could be either party. It's up to you to determine which side of this you're on, right? Because things can go crisscross very easily in these readings. So when I say someone, figure out which team you're on here, Cancer. But there is someone that with the Winds of Change card and the Bloom that may change their mind about something here. It does say to let go of this for now. I'll hold these up one at a time so you can see them. It does say to let go of this for now. Let go of all of it. If you have some ties, some cords attached to this person, the advice here is to let it go, because what's yours will always come back to you. Give it time, everything in divine timing. So leave it up to the universe and they'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. Now, I don't know what soon means, because Spirit is telling you to let go of this person to sort of clear the path for them to return. Sometimes when we hold on to cords really tightly, it sort of delays that. I do see that someone has, or someone did walk away from this cups connection here. Yeah, even this is headed in a different direction, right? You were very, very connected with each other. It was almost karmic. It was very, very... It was very, very karmic in nature. when you met, I bet, when you started with this person, I bet that you almost felt like you knew them already. Here you have somebody that is looking to take one last stand with this connection. There is a magician here, and while we really can't see his face, we see that infinity symbol, and that means this is bound to repeat. There is something that's going to repeat. There is hope there behind him with the flower. So somebody holds out hope in this connection. Somebody, yes, is waiting as we speak for the other to return. There is someone, it could have been an earth sign, but it doesn't have to be. There is somebody that slowly sort of disappeared from this connection. There may have been other people involved when you were with them. They may have been juggling you and something else. You may have been juggling them and something else. Other people may have been involved in your relationship. As you can see, all these people are watching. You do have this Aquarian card of healing. So, and of course, wishes coming true. You could be dealing with an Aquarian. But I do think that there is someone in this connection that wants to heal something. And I do think that when times were turbulent between the two of you, they were really turbulent. It looks like you had extremes in this relationship. It does look like one of you is hiding something. Even when they come back for this offer, behind them, there will be something else. There is something hidden. There was pain. One of you was in a lot of pain from this connection. This connection produced a lot of pain. And you know, this could be past energy I'm seeing where somebody was not being honest and it caused the other a lot of pain. You do have the King of Swords here. It's more Aquarian energy. Somebody being very stubborn. Somebody in this connection was extremely stubborn. Leo energy, and here is that infinity symbol once again. This is something you may have done more than one lifetime with. This looks like a repeating pattern here. Leo energy is on the table. Somebody strong, somebody very stubborn. Somebody has options, or somebody had options in this relationship. There is someone that started out on a new path here. There is somebody else that sort of tamed the turbulence and remained by themselves. And here we go. Here is the King of Swords counterpart, the Queen of Swords, right? And there's another sign that got this exact thing in their reading where somebody was facing us, sort of stubborn for sure, putting their sword into the ground. And then his counterpart, the Queen, was facing the other way with ice behind her. So this is the divorced couple in the tarot. This doesn't have to be a marriage, but it's a couple that do not see eye to eye, even on the best days. But in this way, she is now a piece of ice. She doesn't even want to look at him. But they are counterparts nonetheless. Pretty interesting. Now, the readings are sexless. You can be either, no matter what sex you are. There is somebody in this connection that's looking for something more long-lasting, something with roots. There is someone that has been through a lot of pain in this relationship. I got the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords on the table. This relationship was an extremely painful ending. It looks like there was a lot of fighting. It looks like there was a lot of passion. There was a broken contract here with this Taurian energy. There is either a broken soul contract or a broken marriage contract. You are going to have an incoming message. Page of Swords carries messages. I am going to put the page in between the King and the Queen. Yes, there's going to be a message that connects these two people. You have some fertility here. This message is going to make somebody very happy, and I do believe it's you, Cancer. I think you're going to get a message. I think that you're going to, yeah, look, Not only a message, but an offer. With those infinity symbols, though, I would really check myself when this comes round again, because this looks like a lesson. This looks like a lesson. It is karmic in nature. Here's the karma card again. I mean, you have, this is something that it would not surprise me at all if you guys lived several lifetimes together. One of you is manifesting the other. One of you is trying to manifest the other back into their life. One of you definitely holds out hope here. The card of Virgo is on the table, and this is someone who carries that with them, right? Virgo goes introspective, carries the star of Aquarius, all his intellect, all his knowledge, but always with him. That egg isn't too far away, even on this side. Something tells me that whoever this energy is, the other is the egg. You have someone trying to alchemize something here, Sagittarian energy, but they're trying to change one thing into another. Yeah, toxic energy. More than that, it's passion. Do you see how these two people are chained to one another? It wouldn't surprise me if one of you or both of you felt that way, like you couldn't help yourselves, like you're almost a slave to the relationship. You do have somebody feeling, somebody was walked away from, somebody felt abandoned, somebody felt like they were left. Here you have the rebirth card. This would be Scorpio energy on this side, on both sides, but on this side there's the death card. Rebirth. There is a rebirth going on here. I think Spirit is trying to tell you that you didn't always get along with this person. This may have been a toxic tie. Here you have unfinished business. I mean, all the cards are pointing to the same thing. You do remember the good times. This is moving towards you. The Seven of Swords. Please be careful, Cancer. Please be careful. Is it this one? No. Be careful, because somebody is definitely lying. Somebody is definitely not being truthful. Even now, I don't think it's you. One of you is trying to hang on to the other. The other really left and thought they were leaving for good. There is one of you with this Piscean energy that is very, very, uses their intuition very, very much. Very, very intuitive. Very, very, this person can read people very, very well. I think that you know what you're dealing with here, Cancer. I do think you know that it may have been a waste of time. I do think you know that there are walls that just you can't be overcome. You tried to get to that, but there were walls blocking you. Somebody is trying to reignite this. That is the flame turning into the phoenix. Somebody is trying to rise from the ashes again. It's the same person that walked away, I think. And there is somebody that's going to see some truth here. But there is somebody coming back. They're coming back for this connection. Even though this was thrown away. Gemini energy, there's a decision that's going to have to be made. And nobody can make this decision except for you. Just remember this, this may have been a relationship that was kept secret. And if not, it never saw the light it was supposed to see. But it was a lightning strike. It was a definite passion. It was a passionate relationship. The ship may have sailed for this, Cancer. It may have been a lot of work, a lot of stress. It looks like somebody really wants something more stable now. I think you might come to the conclusion that you, although this was a passionate thing, it was a very, it was the type of situation that you just enveloped you, almost chewed you up and spit you out. Yeah. It definitely enveloped you. I think you're looking for you're looking for something more stable now. Even if that means being alone, I think that in the end, you're going to really think about this, and I think you're going to turn your back on this connection. Now, these are tarot cards. You have free will. You can do whatever you want. I have been in a repeating pattern like this, and it never turned out differently, no matter how many chances I gave it. I'm not trying to project my issues onto your situation. I think the important thing here is that you are going to get a chance here. Somebody is bringing you something. And I do think that you have Cancerian energy here with the moon, but this is the eclipse side of it. And the important thing on this card is that no matter how dark and confused this might be, you have that power in your hand, Cancer. There may be someone coming around, in search of that thing that they once had. But your guides are trying to talk to you, Piscean energy. You may think about this person a lot, especially when you're alone. But I do think you're going to want something more stable, for your children, even if you don't have them yet. This also could be the card of you working on a business, and that child is your business, this thing that you're trying to birth into existence and nurture. You do have Emperor energy coming right after that. So whatever it is you're working on has the potential to be something really great. Aries energy, by the way. I don't think you're tied to this as much as you used to be. I think you're starting to see that you have all this power. I think you're starting to see that certain things that happen were beyond your control. Maybe because you're such an intuitive sign, Cancer, you're going to see that this was definitely karmic in nature. I'll pull one more. Yeah, that's the Justice card. You have all the tools here at your disposal to find balance again. I think that for some of you, this is coming around again almost to test you, to see if you're the same person that you used to be. Are you the same person that you used to be? I think you are absolutely blooming into a different thing. I think it says our love will emerge stronger, but I do think it's you that is stronger. I think you're going to emerge from this time apart stronger. I do think for sure that you're going to be a different person. And I think that a lot of times we idealize relationships. We remember them wonky. I know I do. And not only that, we change. From the time we break up until the time we see each other again, we're different people sometimes by then. And I think you're going to be proud of yourself. I think you're going to see certain things that you didn't see before both in yourself and this person. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Well, I don't think it's all that crazy, but I do think someone's going to try. I don't think they're going to beat you over the head with a club and drag you off like a caveman, but I do think that someone is definitely going to try to manipulate you, try to do whatever they can to get you back. I do think here with this card that expect to hear from them soon. They will be back. I mean, it is what it is. It's pretty straightforward. I wish you all the luck, big hugs, and I will see you during your quickie reading. We're doing manifestations next week. Namaste. Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your Lost Love reading. I am going to shift into warp speed in a moment. I'd like you to hang around for that this time. As I'm shuffling, as you're listening to me shuffle, I'd like you to close your eyes. Picture the person you're trying to connect with. Picture their face, picture the last time you interacted, picture how you met, various things about them. So this way the reading can definitely be your reading, okay? As you hear me shuffle, picture all those things, and then before you know it, I will stop shuffling, start speaking, and then you could open your eyes. I will see you, Gemini, on the other side. Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your Lost Love reading. Fascinating as always. I mean, as soon as I look at it, I feel that it's always interesting, your readings. Okay. So, I am almost at the end of the series. I'm going backwards in the astrology. And so after this, I only have 2 more readings. And so far, you are the only one that pulled destruction. And it says, I bring pain to everyone I touch. I stay away to protect you. I love you too much. You also have pulled the seer. Follow your intuition. Now, you're going to hear me say someone and somebody throughout this whole reading. As you know, in any tarot reading, the roles can be flipped. So in this particular reading, I'm letting you decide who is who, because it would just be too confusing any other way. And for each of you, it will be different, right? So obviously, one person in this relationship feels that they have destroyed something, and that they destroy everything they come across. They feel, I bring pain to everyone I touch. Someone feels very destructive. Another of you may be very intuitive in this relationship. Over here, you may be dealing, Gemini, specifically with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or you may have fire highly aspected in your chart. The other person may have fire highly aspected in their chart, or the destruction of this relationship might have come about during a fire sign season. And it is a broad scope, and I do think fire sign is on the table for a reason. It's very specific. So I'm sure one of those situations is true for almost all of you. It does say around May, so we're in May right now, that looks like something is going to happen in this relationship during May. If you are, obviously this is a lost love relationship, so you can expect to hear something, or the two of you may speak at some point here in May. What will happen? I guess we'll figure this out as we go along. There is one person in this relationship that holds out for the other, that waits for the other. Regardless of what is actually said, this person secretly thinks about and waits for this person. There may be some confusion around this whole situation. Somebody may be confused. The destruction card said that somebody is staying away from somebody else because they know they cause too much pain. That could be directly true, or it could be non-directly true, where the other person stays away from that person because they feel too much. They feel that person destroys things, right? In this particular situation, it is confusing, and I do think both parties could be confused to a certain point. Cancer energy. There is someone in this situation that does feel a moment of clarity. I think they already have experienced a moment of clarity. I think that's put it this way. If you are experiencing a moment of clarity, or you feel that your person is experiencing a moment of clarity, it came after this confusion. Somebody has waited. Both parties were confused. One person experiences this moment of clarity, and there is a person who feels that a happily ever after is achievable in this relationship. It comes after the clarity card, so I do feel that one of you is definitely thinking along these lines. The other might still be very confused. There is someone in this situation that uses their position to confuse, to they use their position for, how do I put this? They use their position in the relationship almost to manipulate. Yeah, Aries energy. There's somebody in this relationship that feels trapped. You may feel trapped within the feelings you have for this person. You may feel trapped in this downward spiral. You may feel trapped in other ways, but there is someone that feels trapped. There is someone that is manipulative. There is someone who thinks of the other, and they do it when no one's around. This would be different, right? This is in the dark at night, no one around, somebody thinking about somebody else. There is someone that feels that the other person is Empress material. They feel they might deserve more than what the person has to offer. There is a star on this card, indicating that this Empress, male or female, has hope. In the situation, in the person. While there might be someone who is Empress material, there is also someone who is toxic. This is Capricorn energy and Aries energy, but just ignore the signs for a second here. For most of you, I do think that this is very telling. You have someone who is fertile and nurturing and almost like a mother-like energy, male or female, someone who takes care of the things that they love, someone who has a lot to offer. And then you have somebody here who sort of, look at these two people bound to something. It is very, for want of a better word, just toxic. So someone here is very toxic, someone here is very nurturing. You have someone, and this is again a manipulative card in many ways. You have the Magician on this side with something behind his back. Now, what I am drawn to almost every time is the continuity here, the infinity symbol above his head, male or female. There is someone here who may be trying to manipulate the energy around them. This person has done this before. It's a pattern with this person. There is someone who's trying to take a final stand here in some way, and there is some energy heading back to someone else. It's heading back, like this side would be leaving, right? There is energy heading back to someone else. There may be someone here who left someone else rather quickly. Could have ghosted someone, at the very least could have just left quickly, left the other person confused, as we see with the Moon card that came out earlier. But there is some energy heading back here, and I have to tell you, this side of the Chariot would be leaving, right? This side of the Chariot is returning. It's coming back. It's getting closer and closer. Cancerian energy, yes, but definitely coming back nonetheless. And you have the Joy card. There might be somebody coming back to experience some lightness, to experience, this is Leo energy, by the way, to experience some joy, to experience what they gave up. Perhaps these two people in question may experience some joy in the month of May, regardless of what happened in the past, regardless of what may happen in the future. Somebody has eyes on them. Somebody is trying to juggle things, balance things, almost put on an act where other people are watching. So other people have, someone in this relationship has eyes on them. There is someone in this relationship that is exhausted in their heads a lot, very tired. It looks like justice is on the table. And somebody may be receiving karma. Somebody may be receiving justice. So whatever, it's sort of like it's karmic justice. Whether it's good or bad, it's whatever you deserve type energy is coming towards you. And this is Libran energy. There is someone that turn their back on someone else. There is someone that looks at someone like they are their 10 of Cups. Gemini energy is now on the table, and I'm going to keep that out here for you, Gemini. This is the side of Gemini that is divinely orchestrated. You will have, it's almost like a test, Gemini. You're going to have to make a choice here, and the divine is watching you. You have a choice to make. Yeah, here's Sagittarian energy, but more than that, this is the alchemist. This is someone who's trying to, I want to say manipulate, but it's somebody trying to change one thing into another. Someone trying to change the situation. Someone feels that victory will be extremely difficult, but this card, whether it's this side or this side, is a victory card nonetheless. It's just that on this side it's a very difficult one victory. There is somebody in this situation that still holds out passion, that still has desire for the other. There is somebody in this situation that feels that someone is their soulmate. Either way, there is unfinished business between the two of you, Gemini. There is an offer coming in, and I do think around May is when this is going to come in. Around May is the month of May, and it could leak into June because it says around May. But very soon, in any case, there's going to be some sort of a message, some sort of an offer. Someone might share how sad they are, how depressed they are. Someone may experience pain receiving this message. Someone may share their pain in this message. It's very obvious that something happened in this connection. It's very obvious that there was something happen that caused the destruction of this relationship. It's obvious that both of you have feelings for one another. I do think one of you has deeper feelings than the other. I think one of you is more capable of deeper feelings than the other. I do think something happened very out of nowhere. Okay, there was some sort of thing that happened out of nowhere. One of you is trying to fix this situation. Somebody may feel like a piece of ice. This is the Queen of Swords, air energy for sure. Many people say it's Aquarian energy. I look at the Queen like she could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. But when you get this side of the Queen of Swords, she is rather cold. Somebody may feel that they have choices, other choices available to them. But regardless, this message is coming in either way. Here we go. This is pretty interesting. I have to tell you, for the sign of Aquarius, this came out. This, not the exact reading, but this came out. Here you have the divorced couple of the tarot. Many people say that they are the divorced couple of the tarot. Of course, there are some readers that just say no, they're counterparts. But regardless of what camp you're in this situation, they're not together, because you can see one is facing us and one is not. And so regardless of what you think about when they're this way, they are definitely not together. One of them, Aquarian energy, is very honest, to the point, stubborn, holding their sword on the ground, looking straight at you. The other one is not showing us their face, can be rather cold, can be rather dismissive, can be cutting with their words without realizing it. Yeah, very interesting. You do have somebody setting off on a new path when the smoke clears from this. This is Gemini, a karmic situation. You have been in this situation with this person in a past life. You were divinely guided to repeat this. You do have abundance in your future here, Gemini. Yeah, you do. You're going to have some sort of a new offer. And when I say that, it really does look monetary. This is way off in your future. You're definitely going to have a chance at abundance. You may look towards your past here a lot in contemplation, and you are going to have love available to you again. Here is the card of Aquarius again, the healing card, and I really like that this situation can be healed, and it's a choice. This is a choice you're going to have to make. You have unfinished business with this person. There's healing that can happen. You have to be strong. And here we go again. Look, this is the infinity symbol once again. So you have an infinity symbol a couple of times in this reading. This is Leo energy, but more than that, this is, do you have the strength? Somebody may feel destitute. Somebody may feel a step away from homelessness. Someone may feel out in the cold. Someone may just feel abandoned in this situation. Somebody lied. This Seven of Swords card typically is the sign of Gemini too. This may be you and there's several reasons somebody can lie. Somebody can lie for self-protection. Somebody can lie for the better of everyone involved, or someone can just lie to be deceitful. So somebody absolutely lied, and somebody else was devastated from this. Swords, definitely air energy. No matter how you look at these cards, it is air energy. And so somebody's lies devastated someone else. There is something moving towards you, Gemini, regardless of how you feel about this, or if you've given this any thought. You do have this sign of Virgo here on the table, and this is holding the light. You know, this is someone holding the light, the star, keeping it safe, holding that egg, keeping it safe, going inward, trying to figure out what happened. There is going to be something that happens here. There's an offer that's made. Somebody's going to be extremely strong. There has been a broken contract in this situation, Taurian energy, but more than that, it is a broken soul contract, or it's a broken marriage contract. Somebody walked away. We've established that, spirit. There is someone working on something in here, and I'm going to stop right here because this is the card of manifestation, right? And somebody is actively trying to manifest, and if they're not now, they will be. Somebody is or will be trying to actively manifest the other back into their life. The only thing that I will caution you on here is this card of destruction. If this is you feeling like you bring pain to everyone you touch, you should examine that, and you should really understand where it's coming from, how it happens. If this is you receiving this destruction from another Gemini, you need to reevaluate why you keep allowing this person back in. You are going to be tested, and I stand by that. Even after pulling all these cards, I do feel that with this card of Gemini here, this is going to be a test that divine gives you. You're going to have a choice. What choice will you make? Something's coming rather quickly towards you. You've seen a lot of cards moving towards you in this reading, and you have also seen the card of May, around May. Give me one for Gemini. All right, I'll take both. It says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Wait a minute, I just saw that. Wait. Yes, and yes. Remember I said you looking towards the past. Financial gain, you'll have an opportunity to make money. I know this isn't a finance reading, but for some reason finance came into this reading very strongly, and you do have feather, and it says someone you know is independent and is undependable and insincere. Is that you, or is that the other person? You know the answer to that. I don't. But definitely someone is undependable and insincere, and that person needs to reevaluate who they are and what they bring into this relationship and the damage they have done. You cannot force someone to do that, Gemini. So only if that's you, right? If that is not you, then you need to reevaluate what this person has done, how they have done that to you, how they seem to do it over and over again with those infinity symbols, and if you're willing to go through this again. No matter what, financial gain is strongly in your future. I really wish you a lot of luck. Big hugs. I will see you during your big birthday reading. Namaste. Hello Taurus, welcome to your Lost Love reading. My name is Nigel and you have found alchemy. In a second I'm going to shift into warp speed. I'd like you to stick around for that this time. As you hear me shuffling, I'd like you to close your eyes, picture your lost love, whoever it is you're looking to reconnect with, or perhaps someone you're just checking to see if they'll return. Picture their face, picture how you met, picture how it was when you were together, picture how it was when you parted. As much about them as you can remember. As I'm shuffling, as soon as I start speaking, the reading has begun and you could open your eyes. I will see you on the other side. Hello Taurus, welcome to your Lost Love reading. Okay, to get started, by the way, your birthday reading is posted. It's a birthday pick a crystal reading just for Taurus, so it's birthday to birthday. It's good for a whole year. So anyway, you do have the distance card here, and it says, no time, no space can stop my love for you. I will see you again. So there is someone that is definitely holding out hope here. Definitely thinking about the other. I will be saying the other and somebody a lot in this reading because, as you know, if you've read enough about tarot and you've watched enough tarot, you know that these roles can be flipped. So to save confusion, I'm going to say somebody, someone. And it says the Queen, love and prosperity. This person here holds out hope, feels that there is hope in this situation. You do have the month of January here on the table. There is something that might happen in January. I know that's a long way off, but it looks like whoever's reading this has the patience to wait. Now there is love spell here on the table. It says you have been witched. Sometimes that is an indication of someone doing actual spell work. It could also be an indication of someone who feels bewitched, someone who feels like they can't get the person out from under their skin, feels like the person is now part of their bone and they just can't get rid of the feeling, the love that they have for them. We'll dive deeper into this deck and we'll see, but it does look like there is somebody working on something here, and I'm wondering if it is, I mean, it could simply be the law of attraction as well. Somebody could be using the law of attraction. Either way, someone might be using energy work to try to get someone back. There is a sacrifice here on the table with Piscean energy, and I do think that this sacrifice in this reading might be the sacrifice of time and patience. There is someone watching someone else. So this card is the card of being alone and happy, but this is the card of someone being alone and unbeknownst to them under the light of the moon. There is someone watching and someone perhaps looking to send a message. So this is the card of thinking you're alone, but you're really not type thing. There is someone that it wants to make one last stand, take one last try. Someone has been hurt. Someone does feel wounded from this whole experience, but they're not giving up. Someone is not giving up. There is someone in this connection that does not want to make a choice, does not want to take a stand, doesn't want to see, hear, or feel anything. This person may run from their feelings in general. There is another person in this connection that's holding on extremely tightly to this connection. You have the Three of Swords here. Taurus, obviously pain, Somebody has experienced pain. It could be one of you or both of you. You have a rebirth here on the table, and I do believe it's coming from this person who is holding on tightly. On this side it is the death card, on this side it is the rebirth card. So you have something that something is not closing out here. There is a rebirth here on the table. There is someone who lied in this connection, for sure. And there is someone who may have ghosted, ran away, ran from their feelings. Somebody does feel victory is possible in this situation, and somebody may be a gaslighter, a manipulator. Someone may have said or done things to confuse the other. Yeah, there is passion on the table between the two of you, and whether you're male or female, and I know you're an earth sign and not a fire sign, this is the card of the King of Wands, and I do believe that it is absolutely a fiery, passionate relationship that is heading back towards you here. And this may cause a little strife. You may feel the need to defend your position. The two of you may argue. But with Libran energy, karma is assured, a justice is assured, balance is assured. There is some sort of karmic thing playing out here. You do have one person who is sort of using logic, common sense, truth to get to the bottom of the situation. You have somebody who may look at the other person at some point during this year and feel that they have loved someone who may not exist at all, right? This is Aquarian energy. But you do have, regardless of everything that's going on the table, something heading back towards you here, Taurus. And you don't want to feel like this within that situation. I mean, I guess it's I'm going to keep going. I don't want to infuse my thoughts into this yet. You do have somebody here in this relationship that thinks about the other quite often and speaks of them quite openly. You have another person who likes to hyper-examine their pain over and over and over again. Somebody was hurt, but somebody seems to hyper-examine that. You do have the card of Cancer, the moon here. And like I said, in another card, there is some confusion. Not everything is known at this time. There is someone summoning someone. With this love spell energy in this card, I have to say, someone is being summoned. Furthermore here. So yeah, somebody could be messing around with magic. I'm not here to judge if that's you. Somebody just simply could be using energy in the law of attraction to attract this person back, spell work, prayer. So I don't think it's necessarily nefarious. It doesn't look nefarious to me. It just looks like somebody's trying desperately to get someone back. Someone really does believe that this is their star, this is their empress. Someone still holds a lot of passion for this person, and here we are. Here is the King of Wands counterpart, the Queen of Wands. And while yes, you are an earth sign, I do believe that both of you do feel a lot of passion for one another, and I think it sort of sets the tone for this relationship on both sides, because here you are. You have the Two of Cups here, and that is union. It is reunion as far as I'm concerned. Somebody may come in with an offer, but be very careful here. There is something behind their back that you're not seeing. There is something that's not quite right about this situation. There is something that somebody has been waiting for. However, this is something that isn't what it seems. There's one person here that wants a future abundance with the two of you, definite synchronicity and love and light and a future here. And here is Taurian energy. So I would have to say that's you, Taurus. You want something solid. You want a commitment. Yeah, further earth sign commitment. You want a commitment. You also want love. You want to take another stand here. You may want to make an offer. You may feel that that's your truth, but I have to tell you, there is a choice here with this Gemini energy, and it is not the same side as this. This is a choice that may not be what it seems. You may be walking off a cliff without realizing it. There are things you don't know. You might be looking in the wrong direction. You may need to take some time out, because I can't see this person's face. But I do see some toxicity here, and I do see someone manipulating energy, and I do see that after you close out this cycle, you will experience joy. Whatever pain you're experiencing right now is a perception, not an actuality. There is something you need to see here. I'm not saying that there's any great warnings here, but when you make this choice here, Taurus, understand that there is more to it than meets the eye. Really do some investigating into as to what they're offering, how it's different from the last time. You're going to have a while to think about this if this is you trying to draw someone back in. Be careful what you wish for. If this is them trying to draw you back in, be careful of their energy. There is a distance here, and yes, I will see you again. I really believe that's true. I think around January is when it's going to happen. It might be December. It looks like you have some time to think about this, okay? You're going to have a chance at this relationship again, but it's going to be in the future, pretty far into the future. Not years, obviously, but not tomorrow. And I think that distance may do you some favors when you think about this and really give it some thought. I do think there is joy waiting for you here when you close out a cycle and move on to another. But I do think that there is a cord attaching you to this person currently. I'll pull one card for you. I'll just put those there. This deck is way too big for me to put together and actually use, so I split it in half. For a Taurus, please. For Taurus. Up. Jug. Light-hearted, carefree time. I think that's probably what you need right now. Definitely look at the bottom of the deck here. It says, be careful, do not take risks. I think that that's definitely a warning here, and I think that you may need to have a more light time to get your head together. I don't think you should be sitting around pining away for someone as much as using this time to get strong, to get clear, to get healthy on your own. So when it does come around again, you're at your best, and you can make this decision at your best. Okay? I'm a Taurus moon. I know of what I speak. Big hugs, Taurus. Namaste. Hello, Aries. My name is Nigel. You have found Alchemy. Today we're doing a Lost Love Quickie reading. I'm going to shift into warp speed in a second. I want you to try to hang in there and stay for that, simply because as I shuffle the cards, I want you to imagine the person you're thinking about, their face, how you met, how you parted, what went on between the two of you. Get a really good connection with that person, and then when I start speaking, you know your reading has begun. I will see you, Aries, on the other side. Hello, Aries. Welcome to your quickie reading. I'm not sure I should be calling this a quickie reading. It's a little bit longer than most quickie readings, but anyway, I'm sure it oversimplifies a complex situation in many cases. So I guess in that way, it's a quickie reading. You do have your birthday reading posted. It's good for 1 full year, birthday to birthday. It's a pick a crystal, so you might want to check that out. In any case, we do have the hypnotize card here. It says, I get lost when I look at you. I don't want to be found. So there may be a sort of hypnotic connection between you and somebody else. Now, most times in this reading, I'm going to say somebody, someone. There's going to be 2 sides of this. It really depends on which side you fall on. As you know, in most tarot readings, energies can be flipped. And only you can really know which side of the fence you're on in that way. There is somebody, if not both of you, and I do think it's both of you in many aspects, is hypnotized by this connection. Spirit is trying to tell you to have strength and wisdom in this regard. Now, you pulled 3 cards here, and what's interesting is it does say they'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. This card says somebody else, somebody in the middle trying to sabotage this. There may have been a third party involved in this. Now, a third party could mean another love interest, or it could mean a friend or a family member in their ear. It does say release any attachment to timing here. In many of these readings, there is a time. It'll say May, June, December, January. In your reading, Spirit is asking you to release any attachment to timing. They're very specific in saying that there is someone else involved in this connection causing issues, and they are also saying that this person will be back. So, getting started here, you do have the 7 of Pentacles, and on this side of the 7 of Pentacles, we see somebody tending to something, putting a lot of work into it, not getting much back, right? Ignoring the fact that there is something that needs its care right next to it, something that can be nurtured into something really nice. But their attention is elsewhere. So somebody in this connection was nurturing something that wasn't the right thing. Somebody was ignoring the fertility. Somebody was ignoring the egg. We have somebody here that thinks about the other person in a lot, and they think of this person as the sun rising again. I do think that there is someone in this connection that feels that that knows that this is going to come around again, that waits for it almost, right? Yeah. We have here somebody that threw away a 10 of Cups moment with somebody. Somebody walked away from it and threw it away. We have somebody that may have gone after something that they thought was more valuable. But as we can see in this picture, it didn't turn out that way. Now, this more valuable thing could be them investing in their work. It could be them investing in other things. It doesn't have to be another person. As we pull these cards, we'll figure that out. It does look like somebody is collaborating with another human being. Like I said, there is a third party involved here. And like I said, this third party could very well be a friend, a family member. It doesn't have to be another romantic interest, but this person is toxic, especially to your connection. Yeah. This person is toxic to your connection. Capricorn energy. This situation is karmic in nature. That's probably why it's going to come around again. As we see here with the Strength card, somebody should be strength and wisdom. What did Spirit say? Strength and wisdom. Do you see that infinity symbol? This is a repeating pattern between the two of you. This is either a repeating pattern in this lifetime or over several. Somebody in this connection felt abandoned. Somebody in this connection feels that there's a wall separating the two of you. Leo energy. Somebody was devastated in this connection. Somebody feels that they could overcome this And there is that infinity symbol once again. One of the two of you feels very positive that you could overcome whatever has happened and that the sun can rise again. There is a decision that's going to have to be made in the future. And, this is the sign of the Lovers, right? The sides are different. This is divinely guided. This meeting, this reattachment, this coming round again is divinely guided. You will have to make a decision. Gemini energy. Here's the card of the eclipse. This is the moon, Cancerian energy, but on this side we are looking at an eclipse. Things may not be as it is great change. It is great turnaround. Things may be dark. Things may be very confusing. But as we can see, somebody does have the power to change this dark time. I think it's going to come to someone very, very quickly where they should be. I do think here, with this Three of Wands, somebody holds that power right in their hands. And it's probably the same person who feels magician-like in this situation. We do see karma, another card of karma, a karmic tie. Somebody is going to have to own up to what they did. Somebody is going to have to balance out this connection. Karmic ties are meant to be relived until you balance it out, smooth it out, and come to grips with what happened so you can move on. People tend to relive connections when that doesn't happen, when it doesn't end that way, right? In order to go on to a new path. In order to go on to this new path, we need to settle all accounts. Somebody is going to see the light, the truth in this situation. Piscean energy. There is someone who, like I said, still has hope, still sees those two cups behind them, understands perhaps what they lost, or perhaps understands that closure is needed in this situation. There is unfinished business here. There was a sacrifice made. Did one person sacrifice another? Did one person sacrifice someone's feelings? There is someone who's very wounded from this connection. And there is someone who feels that there is abundance possible by reaching out into the future. It's going to come like a bolt of lightning. Whoever receives the message from the other, and I do think it's you, Aries, that is going to receive this message. It's going to be at a time when you're not expecting it. There are lies that need to be discussed. Somebody lied to someone else. Somebody may have felt that they had other options. Another person may have felt that everything that was happening was out of their control. There is someone in this connection that wants stability now. There is somebody that knows the secret of breaking those ties. There is somebody that is going to come back. There is someone that's going to stand their ground and be a bit stubborn. But there is someone that's going to offer love. And as you can see, these two are not counterparts, right? They're quite different. I know that you're a fire sign, but we have one person here, regardless of their sign, they're very stubborn, set in their ways, black and white, And then we have someone who loves in a very mature way, in a very grounded way, very available way. This person finds it hard to express love. These two coming together may be explosive, may be very hypnotic in the moment, but does it make for a long-term investment, or is it toxic? When these two come together, they might have to iron some things out. When these two come together, it's going to be very possible that one of them wants to hold on to this connection at all costs. The other might want a rebirth with this phoenix rising. They might want to be reborn into something else, into another connection, into something healthier. Yes, there will be a judgment. And here you are. The Emperor has arrived, looking straight at us, holding his truth, holding his scepter. He makes a decision. He chooses rebirth. However, is he being reborn? And when I say he, it could be a he or she. Is this Aries being reborn into a brand new situation? Or is this Aries choosing to go back to the old? It's whatever you're trying to manifest, Aries. This is the card of the manifester. You will have a chance again at this. A chance at love. Something's coming towards you. You may be torn between looking towards your future and looking towards your past. You may be working on something else currently. You're not going to see this coming when it happens. Apparently, Spirit doesn't want you to know when it's happening because there's no timing cards on the table as far as exact month or 6 weeks, or it just says it's going to happen, and it also, these cards state that it will happen at a time when you're not expecting it. There is healing that is going to happen from this reconnection, regardless of whether it has longevity or not. Aquarius energy. The question is, will you accept the offer, or will you remember the broken contract? Will you step into fire energy and go after the victory in this connection? Or will this be a difficult decision? It might be a harder decision than you know. I think for each of you it will be different. Some of you will get on that boat. But the message is coming, Aries. So it's time for you to honestly put down that wand and start thinking about yourself. Long-term abundance for you. What does that mean? What does that look like? Did you feel abundant when you were in this connection? Or do you simply miss it because it was so hypnotic? Somebody is waiting. Somebody is seeing the light. But I still can't see someone's face. And I have to tell you, one of you is going to make a choice to not do this. And it all depends on what you're trying to alchemize. You do have the Chariot pulling up next to you, Sagittarius and Cancer. This looks like a lesson, and it is not up to the tarot to tell you what you're going to do. The tarot is going to tell you what choices you may have coming. The tarot will tell you that yes, in this case you will have another chance at this, but is it something that you really want? Is this something that replenished you and made you feel whole, or is this like a drug? For many of you, it was indeed a drug. You do have the ability here to have whatever you want. You kind of have to choose wisely here. It says someone will try to make you do something against your will. Well, I don't think that anyone's going to hit you over the head with a club here, Aries, but I do think that there is going to be somebody that presents an offer. And I think this offer may be very confusing to you. I think you're going to juggle. We saw with the Two of Pentacles that you're going to have a tough time deciding. And I think each of you will make a different decision. But if you're asking me whether you're going to have another chance at this at some point, the answer is yes. If you're asking me whether it's good for you or not, I'm going to have to say that's up to you. Nobody should tell you what to do. They should just tell you what options are in front of you. I'm going to pull one more card for you because I am so drawn. I think I'm going to use my double deck for Aries. For Aries, please. Give me one for Aries, please. Oh, perfect. Ha. Pluto, transformation. Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius. 2024 is the year of karma. Karmic rewards. Karmic punishments. Karmic returns. Pluto has entered the chat, and so you're going to be presented with a choice. Choose wisely, Aries. Choose wisely. Next week, we're going to have the same type of reading, except we're just concentrating on manifestation. And I'm leaning towards material manifestation. Big hugs. Namaste.